Today, the Institute for Justice launches our newest piece of model housing and zoning reform legislation, the ROOM Act. The ROOM Act stands for Restoring Options in Occupancy Models, and it aims to re-legalize what was once a very common and ubiquitous form of housing in America, and that is single-room occupancy or co-living, where rather than renting an entire one-bedroom apartment or studio, you're just renting a private lockable bedroom and then sharing with other tenants of a building access to communal facilities like kitchens, bathrooms, even in some cases recreational spaces like movie theaters, gyms, and so on. These can be great for a whole bunch of people. At the bottom end of the housing market, they're great for people exiting homelessness, trying to avoid homelessness, people in low-paid jobs, people on low incomes, people moving to new cities and trying to get established as well, students, veterans, all kinds of people. And at the other high end of the housing market, they can be great for young professionals, people in very expensive, high-demand cities, think San Francisco, New York, places like that, where people want to try before they buy. They don't want to commit to an area necessarily. They want to just get a place where they can sleep. They're out working and doing a lot. They don't need a lot of space at home. For all of these different kinds of people, co-living or single-room occupancy can be great. But unfortunately, since about the mid-20th century, they've been regulated and banned out of existence, whether that's through restrictive zoning, through building code changes, through prejudicial and arbitrary occupancy limits, or through just punitive usage requirements. They've raised the regulatory costs and in some cases made it downright impossible to own or operate single-room occupancy or co-living housing. Our new model legislation, the ROOM Act, would re-legalize all of it. It would preempt a lot of the restrictive zoning, and it would say that by right you can build co-living anywhere that's currently zoned for residential. There's two versions. There's a more aggressive one that would let you build co-living or SROs anywhere at all that's zoned for residential, and a more modest version that would only let you build co-living in areas that are zoned for multifamily or commercial zones. So there's two different ways that you can go about this. Either way, we think this would be a big step forward for housing policy and housing reform, particularly for a lot of states that have kind of done the bare minimum around minimum lot size, residential and commercial, missing middle housing and things like that, and they're still looking for what else can we do to get on top of our housing crisis. This is what you can do to get on top of the housing crisis and the homelessness crisis as well, because the two are inextricably linked. If you want to find out more about the ROOM Act, it's now live. Google IJ ROOM Act and you'll bring it up. And if you want to find out more, then DM me, message me at shooper@ij.org. You can find my contact details there. I'll happily talk more about it. We'll see if we can get this implemented and filed in your state. But for now, this is Sam Hooper proudly announcing our latest piece of model zoning and housing reform legislation, the ROOM Act.